Hopefully the battery is not drained. I guess we're gonna find out. This one's gonna be for the 6x8. This is the input, and as you can see, everything's labeled: tweeter, mid, input. I'm not sure if you can capture the sound. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, I'm gonna be working on Big Red over here, and what I'm gonna be doing to it is I'm gonna be replacing two tweeters, two blown tweeters I have. Last time I drove the truck, that was about maybe a month ago. I drove the truck around and I noticed that my A-pillar tweeters are blown out. They're not playing anymore. I don't know what happened there, so I need to investigate that. Also, I noticed that my passive crossovers on the door speakers, the door tweeters are also giving me problems. What's happening is once I start playing my music like loud, after a minute or so, my tweeters on my doors, they start fading out until they're completely out. Then I bring the volume down again, and after a couple seconds, 3-4 seconds, then the tweeters are playing again, slowly until they play at full range again. So that's telling me that the crossovers, they're either getting too hot, they're getting too much power, and they're not taking it, and they're going into protect or something. But I'm gonna be replacing the crossovers as well. I'm gonna be replacing the crossovers, the existing crossovers, with these. These are the tweeters I'm gonna go with. I went with the Boss. I've had these in the past, and I have never had any problems with these. What I have on the truck now, I bought the Scar tweeters, and I don't know, I've never had those before, and they quit playing a few months after I installed them. So these are I'm gonna be replacing these. I'm gonna be replacing the Scar with these. I'm sorry, this is the Boss. These are the TW12s. So yeah, and these are the crossovers I'm gonna be using. I went with the AUDIOPIPE CRX203. These are the two-way crossovers. I'm gonna replace the ones that came with the components. I used kicker components on my doors, 6x8 I think, and the 1-inch tweeters. They came with their crossover. I'm gonna be testing out these right here, the AUDIOPIPEs, and hopefully this is my problem. Also, just to be extra cautious this time, I bought the inline filters, bass blockers here. So on top of next to the tweeters, next to the crossovers, I'm gonna install those bass blockers. Hopefully this time I'm not gonna blow any tweeters, or you know, I just want to be extra cautious about that. So to do that, I'm gonna get the truck washed first, because I haven't washed this thing in maybe a month and a half, maybe, since I drove it last time. And as you can see, he's been parked here for a minute. Look at all those webs there, spider webs. Yep, it's been parked here for a while. I want to go ahead and wash it. Then I'm gonna get to taking everything out, taking everything apart, the doors apart, and we're gonna get installing those. All right, so stay tuned. All right, guys, as you guys saw, the wind just picked up. It never fails. It was so nice earlier, but it is what it is. Okay, here it is, guys. I already took everything off the truck. It's gonna be a cold start for you guys. Hopefully the battery is not drained. I guess we're gonna find out. Hopefully this baby will start. Let's see. Of course it's dead. Of course it's dead. I kind of knew that. And that's what happens when you don't drive your vehicles that much. Like I mentioned, he's been parked here for a good month and a half or so. I think the battery is going bad on this thing, because I have to start it. Have to keep on getting it started every week or so. An upgrade on the electrical system on this truck coming soon. So I'm gonna jump start this baby and we're gonna continue with this video. So stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm ready to start working on the driver's side door here, and I'm gonna show you the tools I'm gonna need to take this panel off. You're gonna need some pry tools. I have a couple pry tools here I'm gonna need these, not especially for the door panel, because the door panel comes off really easy, but I'm gonna need those pry tools for the seal plate over here. That needs to come off in order to get that gasket, the seal, the weather strip off, and then remove the A-pillar here so we can get to the tweeter there. But we're gonna get started on the door here. And the tools you're gonna need for this, you're gonna need, what is this? This is gonna be a 6mm. Yeah, this is gonna be a 6mm socket. 6mm socket for 2 screws right here. We got one right there and one right there. So you have 2 6mm right there. You're also gonna need what's this? An 8mm, I think. Yeah, this is an 8mm. There's gonna be a bolt or a screw behind this panel here, and then there's another one right in there. Okay, and to take those off, you're gonna need to remove those panels to gain access to the bolts there, or the screws. You need to pop those panels out. You're gonna need a pick tool for that, and I'll show you how to do that. Let's see, you gotta pull this, you gotta pull the handle out and then reach in there all the way to the edge of that panel and then pop it off. Same thing on this side. I'm gonna do that now so you guys can see it. Let me put you right here. Let's see, can you see that? Yeah, I think you can. It's a little windy, guys, so sorry for the wind. Okay, so you just pull the handle out, then with the pick tool just reach in here and then just pull out like so. You just go in there, get behind the panel, and then just pull it out. This is for the handle. And then this one here, you just got to do the same thing. Just reach in there, twist, and pull. There you go. See that right there? I got it. Same thing on this one. Just get on the side with the pick tool, turn, and pull up. All right, now we have access. We have access to the 8mm. I'm gonna show you right there. There's one right there, and the other one is in there somewhere, right there. All right, I'm gonna get my ratchet so we can start taking those off. Give me a minute. All right, I have it right here. So I'm gonna start with the 8mm bolts here. Okay, here's one. It got super windy, guys, so if you guys have trouble hearing me, I apologize in advance. Okay, so the 8mm bolts or screws are out. We're gonna do the bottom ones now. One and two. Here they are. All right, so the next thing you got to do is go up and out. You just got to push up like that and then out this way. As simple as that. Let me see what's behind this. Yeah, we have a couple of connectors here, so you have to get those undone. You have the one for the mirrors. You take that one out, and then you also have the one for the doors, which I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pop these one out first so I can get those disconnected. Okay, so you just use your pry tool to pop these out. This way you have access to the connectors here, the plugs for all of this. And you take these out like so. Now you have more room for activities in here. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure if you can see this, but I'm gonna take the door. Let's see, how am I gonna do this? Let me bring you in here so you guys can see what I'm looking at. So what I need to do now is remove that door cable here, the latch. See this right here? This right here? That needs to come off. Okay? I'm gonna do that next. It's got a couple tabs behind it. Right there. One tab there, one tab on the other side. I need to squeeze those in, pull out, and that's the way I'm gonna get this cable removed from the door handle. Once I do that, I have my crossover right here. I have my crossover right there. I'll show you once I get that cable out from there. I'll show you the crossover and what we're gonna do. All right, so I'll be right back. All right, guys, the door panel, it's off, almost off. I just need to get those two wires undone, and then I can take the door panel to the table so I can replace the crossover. Hopefully the ones I bought to replace these are gonna solve my problem. This is one tweeter, and then the other wire feeds the door speaker there. And I was gonna show you to take this cable off from the door handle. You need to squeeze those two tabs in at the same time. See those two tabs? I used needle nose pliers to squeeze those two at the same time, and then I just pulled it out, and that goes in here in this little hole, and it's attached to the door handle right there. So you just pull it out, turn it, and then just pull it out this way. That's how you do that. Okay, guys, so I'm taking this off. I'm taking the door panel to the table, and we're gonna start swapping that out. So stay tuned. first thing I'm going to do is I am going to cut this wire tie down off, and then I will be removing the old crossover. I'm going to be reusing the same wires since they're already labeled. Okay, I already have my soldering station here ready to go, so I can solder in my inline base blocker to the tweeter, going to the tweeter. And I have double-sided tape here, alcohol wipes. I'm gonna clean that surface really good so the tape will stick. That's what I did with this one, and it's really stuck on there. So let's get started, man. I'm taking this off right now. I'm gonna use my pry tool. See, this is the double-sided tape, and it works really, really good. It's still sticky. All right, let me cut these off. Okay. All right. I'm gonna cut them right here. That way, if I need to come back to these later, I still have a pigtail here to solder on a piece of wire. Same thing, I'm gonna do the same thing to these. I'm testing this out, guys. Hopefully I don't burn up my woofers and tweeters, but I think this is going bad. Both of these, actually all four of these are going bad. All right, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to strip this. I don't know. Oh, I'm able to slide these back. Good. I'm gonna slide. Now I know on the next ones to leave it a little longer. I can slide these back a little further. So that's great. I even though I have a label maker, but I already have these labels here, so there's no point on that. Okay, let me get my wire strippers. I'm gonna get my wire strippers, and then I'm gonna start stripping this off right here, all of these. This is shrink sleeve. I'm gonna be using this one for my negatives, because I only have red terminals, spade terminals, and I need to, and I want to cover the red when I'm using these on my negative wires. So I'm going to be using shrink sleeve. Obviously this is too small. I'm going to use bigger shrink sleeve so I can cover the red on these, and I can turn these red ones into negative. Okay, let's see if this works. Let me see, let me give it a test. Yep, this is gonna work. So I'm gonna use these to turn the red ones into negatives. I don't have to, but that's what I want to do. This is the input. I'm gonna slide this in. I'm going to install this one in here like so. I'm gonna crimp my spade terminal onto the wire. Then I'm gonna shrink sleeve this right here. Hopefully that's not too big. Good, just like that. And I can just go ahead and use the red one like this. Oh, crap. like that. Okay, there it is. So this is the positive and the negative. I'm going to do the same thing to all the rest of the wires, same way. And I'll be right back when I'm done with all that, so stay tuned. Quick update. I already attached all my spade terminals here, and I also soldered in the base blocker. I installed it in line down. I didn't want to go straight. I didn't want to put it straight onto the crossover, so I just decided to cut it into the line that feeds the crossover, the tweeter, I'm sorry. And I want to put it right here. As you can see, I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to use a zip ties to attach all this once I'm done. But it's ready. I'm ready for the crossover to put it in here. Yeah, so let's do that now. Alright guys, this one here is done. I installed the crossover right there. I used the double-sided tape to attach it to the door. I zip tied all the wires. This one's ready to go on the door. This one's gonna be for the 6x8. This is the input, and as you can see, everything's labeled: tweeter, mid, input. Everything has been labeled black, red, and the inline base blocker is right there. So this door is ready to go back into the truck. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing to the rest of the doors. I have one down, 3 more to go. Before I do that, I'm taking off the tweeter on the A pillar, and I'm gonna bring it over here so I can swap it out for the with the other one, with the new Boss tweeter. So let's do that now. I'm gonna go ahead and start taking that off. All right guys, to get to the A pillar and be able to remove that from there, you need to take the door seal off. This needs to come off, and then the weather stripping needs to come off, and then pull this piece out. I'm going to show you how I do it. First, you need to remove the floor mat. I'm going to put it right here, and then with your pry tool, just go under here. Just like that. Just pop these off. Just like this. Okay. All right. There it is. Once you pop these off, just put on the side there. Let me put it back here. Okay, then you just pulled the weather stripping off. You just peel it off like this. Up to there maybe. You don't have to go all the way. Okay. So once that's done, then this should come off. All right, let's see. I have my little microphone here for the radio. I want to get that out of the way. And what you do is just give it a tug this way. And that's it. Just as easy as that. You just pull it out of the dash board there, the dash area, and then you're gonna reveal the that's when you reveal the wiring. This is for the mic. We don't want this. I mean, we do want it, but not now. And there it is. There's the tweeter. I have it connected to here. And this wire goes all the way down to the amp. Maybe that was my mistake. There is a filter down here somewhere. This one came with a filter, with an inline filter. I don't want you guys to think that I ran it straight to the amp. If you guys can see it, there's a filter in there somewhere. So it's got a bass blocker there. I don't know what happened. That one still works. The one on that side still works. This one quit playing. So that's why I'm getting rid of both of them and start fresh with something new. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, is go in here, fish this out. I think I need to go all the way to the bottom. I think I used some zip ties to hold the wires tight. I need to find that, pull those out, and then I'll bring this to the table so we can remove it and install the other ones in. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, here's another look at the door with the crossover installed. It's all clean. All the wires are attached and tied down. As you can see, that nothing's in the way. So here it is. This one's done. I'm going to put it on the side here for now. And I have the A-pillar here. I found it. I cut it. I'm going to be removing this one out of the way. I need to take this one out. I'm going to take that one out. Hopefully it's going to be the same size as the new like the new ones I'm putting in. Hopefully I don't have too much of modifications here to make it fit, but we'll see. Removing this, putting the new ones in. So here we go. Let's unbox these new tweeters I got here. I bought the other ones, the different style tweeters, and they worked really well. These here are a little different. Let's open them up and find out what these are all about. Okay. These are supposed to be 200 watts. I doubt it, but let's give them a chance. All right, let's see what's in the package. A lot of different ways you can install these tweeters. Flush mount, dash mount, pointing different directions. I think this is what I'm going to use, maybe. I don't know. Hardware. And let's get to the tweeters, man. All right. I'm not going to need any of this. All I need is just the tweeter so I can replace that. Even though these come with their own inline filters here, I still want to go ahead and install the other one in. It doesn't hurt just to be on the safe side. Only certain frequencies are going to go through, so I'm not too worried about blocking the sound or anything like that. Only the right frequencies should go through. Okay, let's do this. I don't think I'm gonna need this. Let me take these off first. Let me remove it from here. Let me remove this one from here. Maybe I can reuse the same bracket I used to install these. I don't know, man. This car, it's either the filter that went out. I don't know. I'll figure this out later. But I need to know if this is gonna work. No, that's not gonna work. Of course it's not gonna work. So let me take this off, this bracket off, and maybe I can just do the same thing as I did with the other one. Okay. Should be the same size. Looks about the same size, a little thicker. As you can see, it's a little taller. But let's check the fitment. Oh, look at this, guys. I think we have a winner. I think we have a winner. Let's see. I want to make sure I put it the right way. Yeah, this is the bottom side, so definitely I want my wires to be ran this way. Okay. So let me try to put this back on the same way I had it on the other one. And let's see. That's that right there. Well, what do you know, guys? It's gonna work. Yep, it's gonna work. And it fits perfectly in there, just like the other one did. There you go. All I'm gonna do now is add my other blocker here in line with this. I'm gonna reuse the same wire, and yeah, we have an easy install here. Perfect. Okay, sounds good. Let's keep on moving along. Finish this up. I'm gonna get everything installed, and I'll see you at the truck when I'm done installing everything, so we can give it a test. I want to test this tweeter and make sure everything works on that one side, on the driver's side, before I do the other 3 doors. So let's do that now. All right, guys, I put the door panel back together and I tested it out, and it sounds amazing. It sounds really good. I don't think I'm letting any of the unwanted frequencies pass through that crossover. That crossover is doing its job. The tweeter sounds amazing. These other tweeters sounds good. Let's see if I can turn it up a little bit. Of course, it's gonna be music that I don't have a copyright on this. I'm not sure if you can capture the sound. But it sounds really clear. Alright guys, now I know for sure that it's working, it's doing its thing. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of the truck. I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other side, on the passenger side. I'm gonna remove the tweeter, the old tweeter, and I'm gonna replace that, and followed by the other 2 doors. And I'll get back with you guys as soon as I'm done. I wanna go test it out around the street at a park or something where I can turn it up higher and let it run for a little bit, see if I still have the same problem. But only until then, I'm gonna find out if that problem is fixed. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I finished installing everything. Everything is back together. I drove around the corner, around the block. I turned it up, and it's still playing. Everything's still playing loud and clear. So I'm gonna call it a win. So this tweeter and crossover replacement install, it's done. It was a success. I like it. It's not that hard, and the results are amazing. I like it. If you guys want to know more about what I did today, please let me know. Put it in the comment section below. All the parts I used, the base blockers, the crossovers, I'm gonna put a link to those in the description below, the description box below. And if you guys want to pick up a set of those, I grabbed those from Amazon. Last thing, thank you guys for watching the videos, and thanks for subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done that, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that. With that said, thank you guys, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.